I was like, fuck, did I do that? It's like, oh my god.
So
Yeah,
Zach
okay,
got a
one.
3D printer, and he keeps sending me test videos of it doing its little test print, and it's just like it going really fast because he's speeding it up. And cut to me trying to figure out how to make things for 3D models, and I found a site, and I made this lovely thing that I put in the Discord chat. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Have you gone to, I think it's Shapeways?
No.
I think it's Shapeways. I'll double check. That's the one I use.
Shapeways. I've been Googling things because Zach's not getting me any information, so I'm doing this on my own.
What are you going to do with that? Is it a hat?
Well, so it's like a cone with a ring around it. I was trying to make this, and I didn't do a very good job, and that's where I stopped.
Wait, hold on. Like, you're going to put a plant in it when you're done?
No.
Because that only has one eye.
Yeah. So, like, to put the shapes on there, it's not like a drag and place. It's like a, now you got to figure out the new plane, and then, like, I'm not going to take the 10 minutes to make sure I get the right angle on both sides, because it's like I'd have to re-angle it again.
Right.
And then the program that I was using taught me how to make holes in a shape, so I put a big old hole in the middle of it.
Gotcha. Big old hole.
Yeah, learning.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then I didn't save this and left the website that I was using.
Oh no, mistake. Riley, can you see us? Also, hi Ian, how are you?
Yes.
Oh, we can't see you. Or at least I can't.
Wow, okay. Oh.
Yeah. So let's see. Who's in here right now? Good, that's positive. Oh, we got a Dakota too. Hello Dakota, how are you?
Hi Dakota.
Oh, hi.
Oh, there we go, we can see him. Okay, so I'm gonna run a test tonight. So I was listening to a video. If you've talked to me in the last week, you know I've talked about Devin Nash a lot. He had interesting stats on bounce rate, particularly like the pre-roll ads. So I'm going to subject all of you to an ad really quick, and it's not because I want to subject you to an ad, but it's because for like the next half hour after that, anybody that shows up won't have to watch one, and I'm curious to see if that changes people like, you know, hanging around for a minute. So I'm going to do one like right now, and then potentially once we actually get moving, and then hopefully not again for the rest of the show because I know they're really annoying. But I'm also going to leverage... What's that?
People love ads.
No, they don't. But I am going to leverage the fact that Ian and Dakota and you all like me, so you might stick around.
I don't know. I've seen some good ads in my time.
Yeah, okay. Everyone ready?
I don't know if I'm going to stick around.
Oh, I swear to God.
I quit.
Ian, I'm great. I'm wearing the Long Boy shirt on. Everyone's being an ass. I'm scandalized to be used in such a way. Okay, we're running it. And go. Okay, so we can talk about whatever we want right now. They'll never know.
I did my...
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. I mean... What?
I don't see an ad.
Well, if you have... If you're a subscriber, you might not see this one. I'm not 100% sure, but also if you're a subscriber, you don't...
An ad
oh.
I'm not a subscriber.
Oh, interesting.
I have to spend money on that.
Yeah, you're not seeing that. So usually that's because you're either a Prime or a subscriber to the channel, which you also won't see the pre-roll ad most of the time. Sometimes you do. I don't know the actual metrics for why. But I ran a 30-second ad just now. It ended a couple seconds ago, and it told me for the next 11 minutes I will not get pre-roll ads. So that's not enough time, but this is me doing testing. So in 11 minutes, we're going to run a 60-second one. So again, I'm sorry, but we'll make it really worth your while.
Will we?
60 seconds. So that's
tall ad.
That's a tall ad. It is a tall ad. But when I did it last time, it gave us 21 minutes. And I'm really curious to see if it impacts like people hanging around or not. Because when we stream, just and we go, we hover somewhere between like 10 and 15 people watching, but 34 come through in like 2 hours. So that means, you know, half of them are leaving, at best.
So Twitch makes there be ads now?
Yeah, Twitch has a lot of ads because that's how they make money. Because like you got to figure to be an affiliate, there's like 400,000 affiliates, but there's like 3 million people streaming. So like I get a chunk of the ad revenue, and when I mean a chunk, I mean like literally less than 1% of nothing. But they get everything that they keep for anybody who isn't an affiliate, at least. So
cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the game, you know, especially the same week that Mixer is over. Like, at least Twitch is still a platform we can use.
Why is this so tiny? I can't read it.
What's tiny?
Oh, never mind. I zoomed in.
Nice.
This is my character sheet.
Oh, hey, it's Squid.
Hey, we got a squid. Can she hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. We are live, if you didn't notice already.
No, I see. I got the screen on the other side.
Okay. Well, I saw you were in there, but I didn't know if you just parked.
Yes, with some no cursing.
What?
Good.
Yeah.
Of all the people I would be worried about.
Why is my video not working?
Riley's took a second, too.
Oh, wait.
Dave,
Oh,
guess
you see
what?
me now?
Huh?
Completely unrelated to our stream, I got a Venus flytrap.
Mm-hmm.
And I just repotted her yesterday. She was doing amazing. And her name is Lerna. Like the Lernian hydras.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
So I really want, I want to be a vegan, but then have a bunch of carnivorous plants, because that seems hilarious to me.
You feed it your ant ball.
Yeah, I was rewatching the clip. I literally completely forgot about ant ball. Just 100% left my mind the moment I talked about it. I was like, oh, that's fucking weird.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm surprised I'm safe. I had to hide the cats too. They were being awful.
Aw.
I was home for like 40 minutes, and they attacked each other 4 times.
But in like a fun, cute way?
No, in a back alley cat yowling fucking massacre.
That's not what you want to see.
No, they're awful. I love them, but like they are real jerks. They are real jerks. Okay, I gotta post 1 or 2 more places. Does anyone want to give us the recap? I think that we're good to get started. We don't have to do a half-hour pre-show, and in fact, we only did about 5 minutes of one. Ooh, a thing happened.
I think I vaguely remember what happened. Some Squiddly nerd just subscribed.
Whoever that is.
Move
I
back.
don't know who that is.
Thanks, Squid. Ooh, I got an emote.
Emote.
Pride cute!
Oh, look at the cute bees.
They're cute.
They're wonderful.
There's so many. Thanks, Squid.
Oh, they're so cute.
And Squid did tier 2. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, Squid Tier 2?
Tier 2.
Oh, snap.
That's the good one.
Murray.
I had to get that pumpkin.
That's also
Yeah,
the
I
one
get
that's like
surprised when-
not totally financially crazy, because like tier 3 is like, yo. Yeah.
Tier 3 is definitely yo.
There's more
Yeah.
fun boys.
Yo.
Mhm.
So I keep moving my microphone too, and I realize it's actually not in camera by like just a skosh. It's like
I got my pop.
it's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I got my pop filter in here.
I can't put mine on. Look at this thing. Hold on. Oh god, I broke it. I just
Dave, you're so far away now.
I don't know what to do with it.
Then you put the clamp around the stand.
Look at this. That's not a normal
Right.
clamp. It's gonna
Yeah,
hit it.
you have here. Oh my gosh, it's like you
Yeah,
have
it's
a
tiny.
hefty
You gotta
mic
put it.
stand
Would
like
that work?
this, and
you hear
put
that?
the clamp on this.
You don't know what kind of fuckery is going on over here. That's not gonna work on this. It's not even on the desk. The desk is too thick.
Oh,
It's on. Yeah. Anyway, somebody was doing a recap. Let's stop letting me distract you.
All right. If I remember, oh God, do I remember correctly? We were on top of a building, and it was crazy weathering outside. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
Stop me
great.
if I'm okay. It was crazy weathering, and lovely Irene was doing crazy electrical things to all the equipment on the top of the hopscotch tower.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what have you know, the TV lights up and some random guy just starts yelling at us. Turns out it's my long lost uncle, I think, who got lost in the war. Apparently,
Zeppelin accident, I believe. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, Zeppelin.
in a Zeppelin for like the past X number of years because we're a little unsure what war it was. The war. And he wants us to go and find a lovely place for a Zeppelin to fit because it's got to make a landing. I'm doing real great today.
No, that was pretty good.
Yeah. No, gotta go help him. He also told me the space whales are bad, me being his niece Dahlia, and I thought the space whales were good. Got a little bit of conflict going on. And somebody else can pick up.
I mean, I feel like that was the rub, essentially, right?
That was the very end.
Also, we discovered that my husband did indeed survive,
Or perhaps he was replaced.
during his encounter with reptoid saboteurs.
Well, we didn't figure out.
Or no, we as the audience.
Yeah.
You as the audience. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah. So wow. So there's one little piece of information that I remember that I'm not going to tell you, like, hey, you have to go do this. But there was definitely a question of, are we staying in the hopscotch building to do things and or stuff, or are we rushing to go save Harold? And somebody pressed a little button on the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Secret.
Yeah.
Secret.
He pressed the secret button.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know that it was the secret button.
Yeah,
It's totally the secret.
Yeah, I think it was the secret button.
Oh,
That was
fuck.
And then we went to the roof.
roof, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, but we were going to whatever floor that one guy was on.
Yes, that's what I remember.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
The building.
if
Sorry.
I prepped the wrong thing, I'm gonna be upset and have to
Sorry.
make it up.
No, we just don't
Floor
remember.
333.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he?
But-
No, wait. I
but-
think 666 was earlier in the episode.
I thought we went to.
Oh, I have no clue where we're at.
We went to level 69.
Beagle is leading the show here.
Yeah.
Hello.
At any rate, so everyone agrees you're going to where the dude lives.
Yeah.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Was that his name?
Yeah.
Did we give him a name?
Marcus Thornton.
He does have a name.
Yes, I
The building
apologize.
is owned by Eloise Seiler, who turned over day-to-day operations to Marcus Thornton.
Yes. I apologize. I do remember that now.
So I gotta be honest, out of character, I have no fucking clue what I want from this guy.
That's okay.
I just want to.
But what do you want in character?
Yeah,
That's what matters, right?
You're right.
truly.
Chip.
Cool. Let's go up there, nerds.
I think it's down there.
Let's go wherever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the elevator always stops just a little bit either too high or too low of the actual floor. Usually too low because it makes you step up and it's just a little uncomfortable and you're like, oh, are we not going to make it? But this time you made it.
This time.
Longboy Quest is available for goodies on Redbubble. I forgot my naming convention though, so if you go search for him, it's not called E-Dice like everything else is. It's just Long Boy Quest because I can't even keep consistent. Anyway, good question though. Paying attention. The back wall, which if you remember, the hallway was extremely. It was not deep. It was very thin. The walls were extremely close to the elevator, so necessitating you to almost walk sideways down, and you could go in both directions. And does anyone remember the little sigil or insignia that was hanging on the wall right in front of you?
I drew a picture.
Ooh.
It's two snakes, and they're interlocked in the middle, like they tied a knot with themselves.
Give a little bit of an angle.
Facing each other.
Is that helping?
A little bit. It's just the contrast is kind of, at least from my perspective, it's possible Chick can see it a little better than I can.
I just see it. Yeah,
But it was a good description because that is in fact what it was, and they were gold.
Yeah, they were fancy.
Mm-hmm. Man, Squid just blowing up everybody's spot. What if they want to be secret? What if Kamikaze Bagel is just some rando that we've never met before?
But I get to meet everybody's. I know these people. I wouldn't have known who they were. Hello, everybody. I don't know who Bonkaroonie is, though.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nerd.
Yeah, probably.
Weirdo.
Right? Okay. Somebody give me a reminder. We got to run the second commercial in 5 minutes. I apologize. I know. So far, it seems to be working, though. I'm happy with the results. I think that we're onto something. Okay, you going left or you going right?
Was there any descriptors other than the sigil?
Mm-mm.
It was just narrow, an extremely narrow hallway, right?
Yeah.
I'll go left.
Always go left.
Okay.
All right.
And everyone is along for this ride?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We're Scooby ganging this up.
Okay. Yeah, there is not a lot of no one can guess. There's not a lot of nothing's particularly interesting or wild or surprising about this. You just kind of shimmying kind of slowly and uncomfortably to the left for a reasonable amount of time. It feels like it's much longer just because it's like cramped and uncomfortable, but it's probably not like, no one would say it's like an impossibly long distance. Or non-Euclidean in that way. Well, it's my fault, Darkest Scryer. I apologize.
What's Euclidean?
What is Euclidean? I don't know.
Using words.
Well, it's like the Euclidean math is like the normal math that works in our universe. So when you want to be a try-hard game master, you say something is non-Euclidean, and thus it breaks our own three-dimensional reality.
Would you describe this corridor as Cyclopean, perhaps?
I would describe the building itself as Cyclopean. Yeah.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Does this building have?
How many eyes? I don't know. D. Cleve, a man we've never met before. How many eyes does this building have? 3. Good enough for me. Euclid. Show IPA. I love IPAs.
Delicious.
Greek, geometrician, and educator of... I'm going to stop trying to read this.
That's like the easiest word out of the whole thing. Alexandria.
I know, but I'm very sad with myself, alright?
It's fine. It's like when everybody's like, oh, the TARDIS, it's, bigger on the inside, right? That's non-Euclidean.
Is that what this hallway is?
No, this hallway is quite normal, just narrow.
Okay.
Near Cleveland, that's a good choice.
I feel like I would probably be a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, absolutely. It deposits you finally, coming to its terminus, to use a word, at a sharp 90-degree angle, also just as thin. But now you can see a doorway, a very thin, very tall doorway with a bronze door handle, just in the appropriate slightly to the left, but like comically still almost centered because the doorway's only yay thin.
Do we even fit in this hall, really? Because doesn't Cecil have a fishbowl head?
Yeah, technically you're squeezing right now. If you were in combat, that would be terrible.
That's nice. Am I the first one? Did everyone follow me?
Yeah, you're leader right now.
Yeah, I don't remember who went first. Whoever said left went first.
That was me. Okay,
That
I
was
reach for the
you.
door
Okay.
and I open the door.
I
Know what's behind that door? You don't want to know what's behind that door.
They do want to know what's
Can
behind the
anybody
door.
get in front of
Okay.
me to open the door instead of me?
What's that?
I said, can anybody get around me to open the door instead of me?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I apologize to everyone in chat who is not subscribed. We're going to hit our second commercial real quick. I am running a test today. Please forgive me.
You won't know what's behind that door now.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna make
Join us
All right.
after the next
Okay,
thing to figure out what's behind this door.
subscriber gang, guys who are subscribers.
Yeah.
When we get back from the ad, we should act like we were all killed and we had to start that. We had to fucking just start a whole new game.
That's actually a good idea.
What
Yeah?
if we act like we're all just
Well, I
still
don't-
in real life?
Why don't we just get out of the screen right now?
That would be funny. We have 7 seconds.
Get out of the screen. I'll yell when we're back on. Or not me, because I'm not in charge of this.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're back.
Whoa, man!
Whoa!
Oh!
Object
Wow.
permanence.
Oh
I
man!
was not expecting the beholder. That was, whew,
That was
dangerous.
That was actually really smart for everyone to look away from the cameras. Yeah, you took the wind out of my sails, but I appreciate the creative challenge. Okay, so you kick the door open, and now we are in a decidedly non-Euclidean space. There
I
is
feel like
darkness.
I gently opened the door though.
There is darkness as far back as you can see, which is actually not that far because it's very dark. The door opens up into nothing with just this thin little beam of light kind of trailing out, and it just never hits a wall, which is not at all logical. Does anyone choose to go inside this room?
I will. It reminds me of the little whip basin.
I'm ready to go in.
I'll go. I got my dark ray energy detector out in front of me.
Oh, yeah, so you're just like beeping and booping and everything?
Well, it's the shake stick, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can I do an actual roll?
yeah, of course.
Yeah. What did you notice?
Ooh,
What's
okay.
in the room? Is there a trap?
What are
How many did I see?
your skills for?
I'm gonna actually play this game.
Smart.
My God.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, okay. So while everyone else is being a fuck, yeah. Let's
Alright.
go with
Whoa.
hyperbolic. I'm kidding.
Whoa!
I'm kidding. We gotta spice it up, attract the the wild and crazy. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I love it.
A tall and dapper gentleman is walking towards you, Cecil. Can chat see the rolls? I suppose. I guess I could do that. I mean, I literally have the power.
Don't.
That would be nice.
Let me deposit them right here. No, I don't like that spot. Hold on. We're going to move the map over. Boom.
There you go.
And... Nope.
Yeah.
Wrong one. Give me that one. What the heck? Ooh. There we go. Okay. We did it. We got there. So Cecil, you have a moment to react as someone's walking towards you.
Alright. Hello there, sir. My name is Cecil. Who are you?
Yeah. And now all of you notice, despite not rolling, that there are many tall and dapper gentlemen in this room, to the tune of 3. And they all say, just ever so slightly out of sequence, not at the same time, but not awaiting one another, right? They say, "We didn't hire you. We didn't hire you. We didn't hire you."
I don't like this.
All right. What's the old dark ray energy detector doing?
I am curious. So, historically, like when you were going over some of those wells, out past the farm in the Westway Diner, what was like the wildest, craziest noise that it gave you before?
The dark ray energy sort of sound. The most like alarming reading it's ever given me is the sound of an angry swarm of bees inside of the bottom of a car crushing machine.
Oh, okay. So a lot of panic.
Horrible panic machine noises is like the sounds it makes in the presence of badness.
Yeah, because I think right now you're getting like that Geiger counting, right? Where that like, right, that like cracky sort of broken static, and also the what's the EMP one that they use for like the ghost watching crap? EKG, is that it?
Oh god, I know this one.
Isn't it just an? No, it's not the EMG.
Yeah, like the machine that they use when they try to pick up like infrasound.
Yeah, it's doing both of those things right now. It's cracking and like Thurman squeaking and high peaks and everything.
Heavy Silent Hill vibes.
Yes. So you're not happy with it right now. Is it EKG? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you're not happy with what's happening, right? And they don't quite repeat their question, but they seem to follow the same line of questioning where they go, "We didn't send for you. We didn't send for you. We didn't send for you."
These aren't questions.
The scarecrow kind of leans to the side from the back so that I can see them and be like, "Hi, will you be my friend?"
Right, and they all just sort of look, almost not regarding you, like really quickly. We're gonna let Riley's notice roll do something useful. Yeah, they didn't send for you, just a feeling. As they did not notice that Squid was there before, very clearly. And they say, "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?"
To just all of us?
I mean, they're looking around. They can't figure out where Squid is.
Oh.
I'm the scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm curious what the rest of the party is doing right now.
I mean, I introduced myself. My
mostly
name
just
is Cecil.
Yeah, or just mostly unhappy.
I'll jump in unless Squid wants to interact with them specifically.
I will not jump in.
Yeah, I'm still trying to puzzle out these here readings.
Yeah, go ahead and jump in.
I will pop open my little briefcase I carry with my alchemical equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just go, "Hello, friends. We're here with gifts." And I'll get some bottles of Dreamy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sent for your manager. Yeah, and they actually seem to like that quite a bit. So two things. One is, despite them talking more or less the same and them behaving in the same sort of manner, you see that they are at least a little bit different. One is a little taller and a little skinnier than the other. One is significantly more squat and rotund than the other, right? One is just average, please. They are also hovering ever so slightly off of the ground. They don't seem to be touching it. And they are probably like 150 to like 220% larger than a normal human. Like they are just quite literally larger than you. And in not like a, oh, they're tall kind of way. Yeah, one is just right.
Yeah, so I take the bottles, right? And like I have one between each of my weird long dangly fingers and I just hold them out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Please, friends.
Yeah.
Take a drink."
Mm-hmm. Right. And so each of them grabs it and they look at it and you can tell that they are looking and talking to each other, although you hear nothing.
Yeah, I think he waits and he's like patient and polite.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will press the party once again. Are you responding to that in any other way? Are you creating a new line of questioning? Are you getting the fuck out of here? Yeah, take a sip. It's probably fine.
I'm getting what we call in this is a very technical phrase. I'm getting a real bad vibe. And if there's one thing Irene trusts, it's good and bad vibes. So I'm gonna suggest, I think maybe we should Sorry, I'm not doing her voice right. Well, I think I don't want to leave these gentlemen to their business. I think we maybe disturbed them. Sorry, very much pardon us. We were just looking for the restroom. We'll be on our way. Anyone who cares to be on their way with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going right along with Irene.
And for
Now.
And for the moment, there is still a very clear, like, you can see the door. The door is open. There's light coming in through the door. It is the only light in this room.
Just because these gentlemen are perhaps a tad strange, doesn't mean they don't have anything valuable to offer us. I'd say all of us in this party are a bit strange. Why don't we wait for a moment?
Do you know, I don't think I'm going to do that. And I just keep backing up towards the door. I'm getting while the getting's good.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we've got Irene walking away. Dahlia, you're following?
Yeah.
Cecil, you introduced yourself. Are you staying and
Well, if they weren't, like, necessarily interacting with that introduction and stuff.
so that I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but that is what's happening right now. Is you, like, if you go to start turn, right? Go to start turning.
Okay.
Because they go, you know, what they're holding it and they're looking at it and they've been talking to each other and they all, like, they don't quite like full bow, but they all, like, you know, turn and give like a curt, like, yes, okay. And they go, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnston, Mr. Johnston. To your Cecil.
Oh, hello, Mr. Johnston, Mr. Johnston, and Mr. Johnston.
And you're just waiting, Mike?
Yeah, I am waiting to see what they think of the offering. Be rude to interrupt.
Yeah. I think one of them holds it up, and we do just a tiny little deet, right? And he very quickly goes, "We can sell this." And the other two do not say anything.
Yeah, his grin widens, and he says, "Yes, you can, indeed." He rummages around his alchemical thing, and he starts pulling out more bottles, and he's like, "I have quite a supply on me, but I am but one lone man, one lone distributor. Perhaps with your powers, we could make a lot of money for them."
Right, as they all nod, and the smiles are very, very large. And in fact, they are glowing from within, not in like a hellish red light or some sort of evil demonic glow, but just like the teeth themselves seem ever so slightly luminous.
But I must implore you to try the product first.
Yeah, one guy did a little dip.
Yeah, I think he looks at the other two, though.
Okay. What kind of persuasion ability do you have?
Oh, right, I have Suave.
You have Suave? Yeah, yep.
I keep forgetting that there's not a button hidden. I just rolled.
I mean, you know, so roll 20 if you want to get at me for the totally not ripped off Courage the Cowardly one-shot system that I built, which is several whole words strung together. You know, hit me up. You spending any luck on that, or?
Nah. I have a lot of luck, actually.
You do have a lot of luck, and we're gonna level up. So,
there are levels in this game.
It's less levels, and it's more you're gonna get some points to spend.
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
some luck.
Okay.
I'm gonna multi-class into cleric, actually.
Okay, so you're spending 13 luck to make that a hit.
That's a very lucky number of luck to spend. So
It is, yeah. Interestingly enough, that's it, and that's all, man. It's just for decoration. Okay, yeah, let's do it. We're gonna guess 16 cards in beta. What? I don't get that one. We're gonna fade out on that as they nod and they go to right. I want to catch up with Irene and Dahlia at the very least. Did the Scarecrow stay, or did the Scarecrow follow their friends out?
Scarecrow's looking back and forth between her friends and her possibly new friends, or its possibly new friends.
Yeah.
It wants to stay, but it wants to follow friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're staying for now?
Yeah, just kind of looking back and forth between the two.
Okay. Yeah, so Irene and Dahlia, we catch up with you kind of like, spelunking down the hallway in its narrow manner.
I don't know about you, but those gentlemen gave me the heebie-jeebies.
They didn't seem to have a whole lot to say.
Yes. Well, I think that we shouldn't go too far, just in case our friends need us. But,
I mean, we can keep going.
No, we all work right now. We're in an impact. We must die.
Wait.
One of us
We
must.
would just die in the hallway.
No.
We could, if we don't want to leave without them, we could probably wait by the elevator, or we can check out what's down the other hall while we wait.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Hey, I'd be amenable to that.
All right, well, lead the way, because Dahlia is actually behind Irene, and this hallway is very, very not wide.
That's
true.
fair.
It's
All
true.
right.
It's a technical term, not wide.
Dark ray and detector in hand.
As we pass by where the crest is, can I give it a little wiggle?
Yeah, you want to see if it comes off?
Yeah.
Okay. What sort of strength, athleticism, stealing skill do you have?
I'm gonna roll a sleight of hand. I'm gonna go steely.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you look very deliberately at the camera.
Yeah, like I'm behind Irene. Irene can't see. There's no one else in the hallway, and it's just like,
Yeah.
give it a jiggle.
Okay.
D100, right?
Yes. Looking to roll under whatever your score is. That's gotta be it, or it's gotta be close.
Mine's 40, so I got it.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. And in fact, as you go to grab it, not entirely sure what it is, it comes out, like you can see that like they carved away the place to put it in, you know what I mean? Like there's very clearly a space for it to sit in. Whoa.
They're angered.
So it just kind of popped out, and I have it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna put it in my craft bag.
Nice.
Is there like anything behind it in the wall, or is it just the empty space where it lived?
Is there anything what in the hall?
Behind it?
No,
behind
no,
it
just,
in the hole?
Yeah,
Okay.
just more wall. It's wall all the way down.
Cool. I'm gonna
right.
keep following Irene.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, I got my dark ray energy detector. I'm swinging that out in front of me.
Yeah, I would just say being out of that room, it's calmed the hell down, to use a technical term.
Yeah. I wonder, I'm curious.
Mhm.
I wonder, next time we're in that room, you know what I should do? I should fire up the old transistor radio and see if I can't pick up the tracking signal I put on the roof of the building. I wonder if that space is even really in the building.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now he's onto something.
Classic torsion field distortion. Torsion distortion. Ooh, you can say that 5 times fast.
So,
Dahlia's just like, yep,
Good.
Mike, do you want anything in particular in your deal, or are you okay with us not answering it specifically right now?
I would like part of the deal for to be me getting some information on who these guys are.
Yeah, torsion field. Got it.
Like, I would like to maybe be like, oh, like, what type of business do you run? Where are you from? Like, some natural businessy conversations. as though I'm getting into a partnership with them and just want to learn more about them.
Okay. You
The
have.
Scarecrow gets bored and follows Irene.
It's not here for these boring conversations. Yeah. So you've got strange and suave. So do you have a conversating skill or an investigating skill?
Can I lawyer me saying, now that we've made a connection, I'm trying to be strange like they are, and like buddy up with them? And synergize?
I like that. If you tell me something weird about you, you're like, I'm actually right, and you get all like strange about it. You know, you take your hat off. You're like, look at me. So yeah, if you give a little, you can get a little.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we would do.
Okay.
Too bad everyone else left the room, or you get to learn all my secrets.
Cecil's furiously scribbling in his notebook.
Yeah, that's true. Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So what is the strange thing you reveal to them and the audience? I have pictures.
I reveal that the secret ingredient for Dreamy is a drop of my own blood.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
Fun.
Yeah.
How does Cecil react?
You love to see it, just like those old comic books, you know.
It's like, I feel like this is very illegal. He's just jotting
Sure.
all of this evidence down.
I'll say. Yeah, and you know, so they each respond ever so slightly, but they each respond with, you know, we are. Oh crap! What the heck was their technical term?
Can I? Sorry, before
Yeah.
you get. I actually want to edit that slightly.
Sure.
I think instead of it being a drop of my own blood, I think what he does is he takes off his hat and like grabs one of the snakes, and it's
Yeah.
like writhing and stuff. And you ever seen how like professional like venomous? Like,
Yeah.
They milk them.
yeah, I think that's what.
That's what it is, Dave.
I know. I know.
Yeah, so he like milks one of the snakes and like the venom drops, and it's like very cartoony, like multicolor, like
Does
it, like
the poison
drops in
face.
the bottle.
How do you milk a
Is there
snake?
a skull in it?
Yeah.
Very carefully.
It's very like 60s, like hippy dippy, like colorful.
Oh yeah,
Highlight.
right. It like we like burned the film, right, where it.
Yeah.
So it's like a hole when it drips out, but it's all like crazy colors behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. No,
It's really like it bites another snake after and gets like really crazy for a second and then calms back down.
I honestly might draw that because I actually really like that image. I don't think I can draw it, but I'm gonna try.
Milking his own hair.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Don't say it though.
No, that's cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so they all kind of respond in their own way. How they are basically, they're, you know, like the first wave. You know, they set up shop. They are the investors, so they're here to find people that are amenable to the cause, and you know they work for the entity known as Howard Johnson.
Own some fine established inns. Too. I always knew those hints were a bit weird.
Yeah, this all just came from me staying in one night. Lots of shame and regret.
Yeah, amenable to what?
Well, you have entered in a deal with them, so now they're very happy to, you know, kind of inform you of you know the grand designs that, you know, the supreme being has for this realm and all others.
Affordable overnight stay first.
The domination of the 99 and under market.
Yeah, so like, what is their end goal, or are we keeping that off stream?
Yeah, we're keeping that off stream for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I get my information. I tell them a bit about me. I give them my like my cell phone number.
Oh yeah. Not your pager, obviously.
Ooh, maybe he does have a pager. That's actually pretty fun. And then like we shake hands, and I'm like, "It's been a pleasure meeting you, gentlemen."
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm trying to find. See, I can't. Hold on. I gotta do a thing. I gotta set it up real quick. Sorry, this is gonna look kind of wonky. But I just want everyone to see. Oh, cool. And I was off. Dang it. Hold on. Wait, is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, hold on. No, what did I delete? Crap. Is that the one? How am I this bad at this? Oh, I did it again. Okay, there it goes. Hold on.
Hey, you okay there, buddy?
No, I'm mad. No!
Fine.
Okay, hold on. There. So that is... So as everyone leaves this room, that's what's happening. That's the end of the scene. The audience will see lurking, ethereally or like as like a hologram almost, right? In the very back of the room, right? Like staticky, black and gray. Just this gigantic, tentacly noodle boy looking over the room.
Is
And
it the flying spaghetti monster?
Yeah, the implication would be that is Howard Johnson.
I would also ask. I would mention that their building moves around quite a bit, and ask how I can get contact with them if I have questions about our deal.
Yeah, they'll give you they give you an address, and I don't know it off the top of my head. I can find it out later. But it is it's there, right? It's whatever. Okay. It's whatever. I imagine that this would be the street it was on technically, whatever one this is. So I can look that up later. But basically, it's like it's like 552 whatever this street is. So it's a real address, and they're just like, it will get to us.
Can you put the beholder back on the map again, or whatever that thing was?
Beholder, where?
Why?
Good boy.
I can, but why?
Is it gone?
Hey, just put him on the map for me. It's important to the screen.
It's very, very important.
Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, can you just like actually drag the image onto the map, or can you only?
Yeah, no, because I don't have a premium asset, so I'm cheating.
Damn it!
I know. I mean, Riley can draw us one, or Amanda can draw us one, or Squid can draw us one. Fuck, most of you can draw.
Anybody can draw it. Where do you want it?
Just down here.
I'll paint a picture with words.
You can paint a picture with words. That's true. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Bang.
Beautiful.
Cool. Amanda, that bad boy on there.
Yeah, no, we're very careful not to say the word. Yeah, nobody say the copyrighted word. This stream will be shut down in a fucking second. Hey, out of here.
Chris Perkins will rappel in through my window and garrot me.
I'm actually okay with that. Like, if I had to go, you can end me.
Alright, how's that? Where do you want him?
That's pretty good. Hold on, wait.
Beautiful.
Wait, hold on. I need this. Hold on. Let me just okay, do whatever you want with it. Just gonna save that real quick.
Where you want it?
Put him in the middle of town.
Yeah, I don't know what Mike wants to do with it, but
Just keep it there. I'm working on something.
Okay.
Okay.
He's floating over here, over near the blimp field.
The Magi of the Shore. Why didn't you say that on stream? That was much funnier.
That is good.
Howard Billithid Johnson. So I was hoping Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnston would be the hashtag for tonight, but I think it is actually just Howard Billithid Johnston is the... Yeah, that's pretty funny. I love it.
Why can't I input images in here?
Because you're not a GM.
Bad Slurpy boy.
I was gonna put the Howard Johnson.
You one of those real personal lobotomies.
One bad Slurpy boy. Oh my god. We're not actually playing a game anymore. We're just gonna write stupid shit and chat and laugh.
You know.
Yeah.
17.
I mean, it's not what we do.
watching this content.
What's that?
There are 17 people watching this, which means we should have 17 different names for this.
Yeah, I mean, I love all of you, so thanks for watching the Electric Dice podcast. I just realized we didn't really do a good intro today. We just talked about nothing and then ran an ad. You know, like most modern entertainment.
Yes, perfect.
If you didn't know it, you're at the Electric Dice podcast show with Courage the Cowardly One Shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this half an hour into the show already.
Yeah, maybe more, truthfully.
Man, this logo is way more complex.
Greetings! How are you giving me... Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Okay. Does anyone want to do anything else in the Hopscotch building? Or is it time to move along?
Well, did we find anything in that other hallway?
Yeah, we
you went down
the hallway.
You went down the other way?
Yeah.
Only to kill time.
If I remember that, I forgot that, which is very exciting. Okay, there are 2 doorways at the very end of it. Now, both of these doorways, the hallway very subtly and very slowly actually expands to a normal size hallway. And there are 2 doors, one to the left, one to the right. Right, so if, let me draw it really quick. Freehand, and let's use hot pink. So if this is the elevator, right, and then that's the wall, right, and so you can see it's very close, right, there's not a lot of, and then this one is actually like not like that, because that would be a normal hallway, right, so that one's like that. Yeah, chat can see this, okay. Right, and then at the very end of that, right, this one kind of just ever so slowly opens up to a normal size hallway, and there are 2 doors at the end. Yeah, door to the left, had to check that really quick. Sorry. Door to the right.
Irene, do you want each to open a door?
That sounds fair to me.
Do you want left or right?
How about the right door?
I will go left.
Wonderful.
We
All right.
open the doors at the same exact time.
3, 2, 1.
Very nice. Okay. Both of you are met with a similar scene on either room. There is what passes for an executive suite, right? A corner office. Both of them a corner office, somehow. There is a dead plant in one corner. Looks like it was, perhaps a fern, something tropical and exotic. There is a desk that faces the door, and it's mostly clean. There's a chair. It's one of those, like leather backed with like the wooden or the brass like divots, like very, very classic. It's faced away from you, but in both of them. And then there's another desk behind that, and that one is strewn completely with garbage. It's filled papers and books and oddities and trinkets and all kinds of garbage. And then like to break up the mirror image slightly, like one of them would have its proportions are Euclid in appearance. One of them would have like a filing case and then like a bird cage on top of it, and then on the other side would just have like 2 like Rolodexes on one side, right? But like the cards are all like jammed in there, like they were hastily put away or something, right? So they're not perfectly mirrored, but they are extraordinarily similar.
Which door has the bird cage in it?
You want it, I imagine?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 or 2?
2.
Yes, you get it.
Yeah.
You get the bird cage.
Is there a bird in the bird cage?
1 or 2?
2.
Oh, it's still alive.
It's alive.
It's still alive.
Yay!
Somehow, and it's like it's not doing.
I bring it with me.
Eat it till it dies. That's what chat told you to do. Just putting that out there.
No. That's
Weird.
All Al told us to do.
Weird.
I bring the bird cage with me.
Yeah. Okay. Don't eat the bird. A Rolodex. It's irrelevant what year it is. So you go grab the bird cage. That seems fine. Irene, what are you doing?
I guess I just want to poke around a little bit. You say that there's like documents lying about. I'm gonna take a peruse, see if maybe some of them have some interesting information about the provenance and operation of Ye Dread Hopscotch Building.
In fact, they do. What would you like to roll to make sense of these arcane scribblings?
Probably occult, if they are indeed arcane scribblings.
Makes sense. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, any accounting is arcane in nature, so...
Well, are they eldritch scribblings?
Yeah.
If we're using our Lovecraft words, that's enough. That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, I think the only thing you see that really stands out to you is hostile takeover and get out of this building.
Fun.
Oh.
As in the get out of this building, like the notes are telling me that I should get out of this building.
You're not entirely sure what it means by hostile takeover either.
Your Irene senses are tingling.
They're planning on taking over a number of cheap, like youth housing operations. I think.
Mm-hmm.
They're not of those in the States. That's a sort of a very open market, I imagine. People don't do enough backpacking nowadays.
After grabbing the birdcage, do I notice anything else of note in the room after I've secured the safety of the bird?
Yeah, I apologize. I got so excited that Tom wanted to read the arcane scribblings that I forgot to point out that both of you needed to decide if you were looking into the chairs or not.
Is the cage in front of the chair or behind the chair?
It would be both chairs are facing away from you, but you would have to move past the chair to reach the bird cage that is on the right side. The file. What's the file thing called? The metal thing that keeps the files.
Filing cabinet.
Filing cabinet.
Those words. I mean, I imagine I'd have to look at the chair to leave with the bird cage.
And Irene,
So
did you
as I
look at
turn
the chair?
Absolutely. Come on now.
Yeah. So do you remember downstairs how there was a woman who, by all appearances, seemed to be made out of a spider? Or maybe several spiders?
She was spiders in a woman's suit.
Yeah. You find the same. One man, one woman. Obviously,
So, lady in mine or the man in mine?
I don't remember. Hold on. I have to consult my notes.
The only reason we knew there were spiders last time.
Made out of spiders.
Take both.
The head fell off, and that's how we knew there were spiders. So
yeah.
that, like,
to be clear, they don't appear to be made of spiders, but they are definitely dead bodies, and you're fairly certain there's more spiders under the skin.
I will not touch mine, and I will leave the room.
It's unreal how many of these pages are useless to me right now.
Are we doing that bad?
No. I just... Back upon, once upon a time, I had organized notes, and I don't do that anymore. I just stream of consciousness into whatever paper is closest to me. And I also took the bookmark out, so... Let that be a lesson to you.
The Kerouac strats.
Bookmarks are
Strong
light.
with this one. I assume you're also doing lots of bennies.
You are fairly consistent. There are spiders beneath your skin.
Yeah. If you sit very, very still and close your eyes and think about it, there are spiders moving under your skin right now.
Come on.
Wow.
Feel their little feeties pushing against it and just trying to escape.
That's
But
honestly
can't.
what I live for
Trapped.
in D&D. All I want to do is make people uncomfortable.
Oh wow, we lost half of our viewers.
Did we really?
No, actually, we gained one.
Yeah.
Lucky that came in after all that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, we'll stop talking about how creepy these rooms are.
Well, these rooms are like normal aside from the maybe filled with spider people.
The things we will not speak of.
They're
A bee in your
There-
mouth. There's
spider pinatas.
No, stop. We're gonna be nice. We gotta be nice. Okay, hold on. I forgot. I found the page and then I forgot who I needed to find. Marcus Thornton and Eloise Seiler. Marcus is in the left. Eloise is in the right. So you have Marcus. He had a bird that he let die. Or no, it didn't die. You have the bird. You can name You can name the bird though. In canon, you go up to it and there's a little placard, right? It's a little brass, and you can and it says whatever you want. I don't care. I didn't name the
What
bird.
did it say originally?
I don't know. I didn't name it.
Oh. I'm gonna name him Theodore.
Okay. Theodore the bird.
Theodore, what kind of bird is he? Is there
Unhealthy.
like bird?
Unhealthy.
Is there bird seed around? Can I put a couple of things?
No.
No. Not even any water. This poor bird.
It literally had a 50-50 shot of being dead.
I'm just muttering about this guy the whole time.
Just tap Marcus on the shoulder and then collect a couple spiders and feed them to the bird.
No, it's not actually a bad idea. But I'm not gonna break open this spider pinata.
I too am gonna peep on this nightmare skeleton Spider-Man and just say,
Let's go see if everybody else is
fuck out of there.
yeah, they gotta be done by now.
Yeah, we cut and everyone's at the elevator.
Fantastic.
And I'm like, look, I got a new bird, guys. Anybody got any bird food?
No.
Was anyone else confronted with horrors from which they will never fully recover? Anyone?
I mean, this place is really suspicious, and I have a lot of incriminating evidence now.
Good, I guess. Good. Let's.
I thought our new friends were quite lovely.
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 I would like
with your crazy, dreamy potion of snake milk.
Now. The ingredients aren't as important as the results.
It's about the craft.
And what are these results?
Well, take a sip and find out.
I'm no fool.
I never said you were, my friend.
Just
But
I
you-
won't take a sip.
You, like any mortal creature, have dreams.
so.
And Dreamy is here to help those dreams become reality.
I will say, when I took a sip of your charming beverage, my husband was attacked by reptoids. On that subject, would anyone mind overmuch if we maybe headed out that way so I could make sure he was still alive?
Oh goodness, why didn't you say sooner?
We can swing by on the way to the blimp field.
Yeah, the nowhere county blimpery. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna use Scarecrow Super Nice. They're letting us use their farm.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I checked my watch. What time is it? I know it was like around lunchtime.
Well, that was lunchtime when you started, so it's it's like 4:45 right now.
Okay.
Got time.
I'm gonna keep.
Is this where the building is?
Watch every so often.
The building has moved to near the Tavern on the Green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Irene's house is like on the way to Scarecrow's farm.
It will be on the way. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anyone? Speak now, forever hold your peace, lads, or else we're gonna. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Leave.
I'm working on getting us a sponsor. I worked on their logo pretty hard.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, it's right under the. Let me show it real quick.
Oh yeah. There it is. I see it. Hold on, I gotta move it over ever so slightly.
Much harder logo to draw than you'd think. I was just gonna paste it on there, but I couldn't paste the picture, so I had to replicate it.
Yeah, so I'm actually having a lot of trouble finding the clips too. I appear to be able to make them, but it's giving me a lot of trouble, and I apologize. So I'm trying to stay focused on the game. That's a very new article. and I'm wondering if because of all the DMCA takedowns, did they change something about it? Or is that literally just about people deleting clips? I can't tell because I was trying to listen.
Yeah, I don't think they took them down.
Because I don't honestly see it, which is really weird. Like I have my clips I can see, but I don't see how to make one, which is really odd.
Yeah, this one just seems to be talking about people taking clips down so that they don't have to fear being told they're doing copyright infringement.
Yeah, that's so weird that it doesn't. I don't see it on the.
There might be a setting. I think there's a setting to like delete clips after so many days that might be checked on your admin, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I don't know. It's weird. We'll have to fiddle with it later. I appreciate y'all being willing to clip it, though. I wish we could, because I like clips. Okay, so I heard everyone is looking to leave. Probably a good move. Where are you going?
Isn't clip sorry to stop. I see the clip thing on the screen next to start casting, settings, theater mode, full screen.
You see it?
There's a little like karate chopper.
Yeah, because I don't see it on mine.
That's very weird.
I don't see it unless I hover over it.
Will you,
Yeah.
Amanda, click it? It should take you to another page, and then copy that
Yeah.
URL. And drop it into chat.
I see the little clip.
You see it too?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I don't know that that'll work if it's not tied to it. Yeah, there you go. We tried. I don't waste too much of the game time on it, but I am curious because I don't actually see it either. And I would think I could. But yeah. Okay, I heard we're leaving. Where are we going? Because it is still ever so slightly early for the Westway Diner and the Garden Gnomes.
We were gonna swing by. I was gonna request that we swing by my home to make sure that my husband hadn't been eaten, and also so that I could pop these damn storm clouds, which so menace us.
Yes. There is the group has one more scene before I get to advance my plot line, so everybody can kind of do a thing as you're moving from Tavern Green and very nearly Town Oval. Right, to up in this direction where Irene and Howard Garvin live. I'm echoing. Where am I echoing?
When I see Dahlia's bird, I go, "Oh, what a poor, unfortunate creature. I might have something for it." And he goes into his alchemical thing and pulls out a bottle of bright orange liquid.
What? Is that bird water?
It most certainly is something water.
I mean, this bird looks like it's gonna die, so I don't think I could do anything worse for it.
Oh no.
Better than what I have, which is nothing. Or glue sticks.
So I pour it into
this little water reservoir.
Yeah. And let it drink up if it chooses to.
Do I gotta roll for the bird now?
I mean, is it poisonous? Because a bird isn't going to drink evil death water.
It's not poisonous.
What is it?
It's fruit juice.
I don't quite know.
Where did it?
It's gonna make it weird.
Sure. I mean,
turn my bird into a reptoid?
Yeah, I mean, I think we give the bird a wisdom of 40. Go ahead and roll. It's pretty thirsty right now.
It won't kill the bird. It may change the bird.
Oh.
Damn.
That's a good roll.
This is a good roll. Does that mean it drinks it?
Yeah, I think it's they haven't given me anything else.
The bird's got no luck points. He used it all up to not be dead.
That's true. That's very true.
1 point per year.
My God.
Okay, so the bird drinks it. Do we see that weirdness right now, or are we gonna see it later?
That's a good question. That's what I want to have happen. I put it in chat.
Oh my god! First off, it was not a chicken to begin with.
Wow.
Are we bringing back muscle animals?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what we want.
yeah. That's what we wanted.
I don't think it's instantaneous. I think it's on the way to Irene's. It just starts getting all weird, and then
Right.
like starts flexing.
To keep it in time with everything else. First, it just gets one muscle.
Yeah.
The one muscle arm.
Was it a canary?
I don't know, man. I just pictured it like a red bird.
It's there. We got this one.
The little finch.
That one.
I hate these so much. I really do. I don't.
They're
They're
pretty bad.
only
They're
So many
uncomfortable.
muscle birds.
They are actually uncomfortable.
there's a parakeet and a goose and a finch and the hummingbird.
Oh my god.
Hey, these are
One
actually
of those three. Chat can
Here.
choose your fighter.
I'm gonna post this one.
I can't believe these are birds you can buy.
Wow,
That got real linky.
I got
But it's a
one.
parakeet. It looks like that.
I just hate this real bad, you guys.
There you go.
Spiders, no problem. Muscle birds, nah.
Birds alive, everybody.
Right. Give me one
Oh.
second. I gotta check on the cats.
Uh-oh.
Somehow me telling people
So-
that they have a bee in their mouth was a bridge too far, but this is somehow fine.
Right. So we're gonna see that slowly. So if somebody wants to set up their scene, or if somebody wants to have a conversation with the group, we can do that.
How's everybody's day going?
Well, got inside of an evil building. Found some warlocks in there. You gotta watch out for those guys. Made a friend. Stole a bird. Found out my husband maybe was murdered. I'd call it a mixed bag.
That's
I think I stole a
very,
bird.
very fair. Please remember, my friend, that evil is up to interpretation. I thought those gentlemen were quite pleasant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to be running a drug ring. I have a lot of incriminating evidence.
I like to imagine that I have a pretty good. I like to imagine that I have a pretty good sensor for these sort of things, and I certainly sensed that. Pretty sure they were gonna try and suck my soul out through my nose or something like that. Just not interested. Sorry. I'm sure they're lovely folks, but no, thank you.
No thanks. Very well, very well.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm sure that, I'd be happy to be proved wrong. But I guess I'm just a little antsy. What with the very possible grisly murder of my husband.
Well, we won't know anything until we get there. Also, cat.
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 Spam the cats.
This
Cat
is
button. Spam it. Cat.
this is Moss, and he is the best of the three at sitting with me. Not the best of the three in any other capacity.
His name is Moss, and that's a good name.
His name is Maurice Moss.
That's a good cat name.
Mm-hmm.
Spamming the cats. And that one's a trash cat.
Yep. And then Clem is on the floor, Clem Fandango, and he's meowing a lot. And Simon is being crazy. And that's Simon Phoenix. Technically Simon Riddick Phoenix, but Jenny prefers to call him Simon Stephen Phoenix. Or Maxwell. Depends on if he's a trouble or not. Okay. What did I miss?
Some banter.
Oh, good. Good. Glad to hear it.
Irene and Beevil arguing about Beevil's business practices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. His
Oh,
highly
also,
unethical...
everyone- People look out for a talking horse. I heard that there's one running around the rail yard.
Does he want to steal things?
Excuse me?
So someone laughs. I'm kind of funny.
there's a few leads that I'm following here, and a talking horse is one of them.
Well, you know, you live a place for 30 years, you think you've seen it all, but then talking horses and evil buildings, it's crazy. We're outside the front door, can you believe it?
I mean, I can. That's the whole reason I'm here. This whole town has been a great mystery, just waiting to be solved.
Are we at Irene's yet?
Yeah, are we?
Wow.
Yes, and because while some of you had a scene there, not everyone seemed to have a scene, which means that card holder and Strawberry are still there. Oh god, his hair got everywhere. It's driving me insane. So, Irene, what is your response like when there is police caution tape that has covered the front door? And like not like a ton of people, but several people.
Irene fucking hates cops.
Oh, good.
I believe that.
Yeah, let's go on the record. If we got to take a stance, fuck the police.
Damn.
All right, Irene's gonna activate maximum like old lady. She's gonna reach out to the cosmic Karen energy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's about to be a whole lot of reports filed.
I'm gonna get badge numbers. It's gonna be a whole thing. All right.
I want to imagine Irene channeling this energy is like the He-Man opening scene. And he's
A one-woman complaint of Karens. The amount of Karens have come up in this game.
All right. So Irene is gonna step in through the door and say, "Excuse me."
Right. Yeah, and I think, like, in order to have fun with this scene, like, the cops are just, like, they're, like, crashing on the weight, right? They're just, cops are fleeing in every direction. They're like, the cops that live in this town know, which there'd be, like, two.
What's your badge number? I say, like, lifting a whole washer and dryer over my head.
Right, and they're like, it's still 7. It's still 7.
There's, like, sparks coming out of it. Yeah, shock and awe. It's
Right.
about the terror.
Right. But the people that stay, the people that that are relevant to the story are Card Holder and Mr. Strawberry. And they come out after all of, like, the low level cop grunts are defeated by your shock and awe strategy.
Are you the scalawag ne'er-do-well feckless nobodies who have been harassing my husband? Where is he? I demand to see him. Is he being detained? Am I being detained?
He's like, ma'am, excuse, please. He is not being detained, but he has been relegated to the medical center. I trust you know where that is. No, we do not have a warrant. We have whatever we get to do what we want when we think that there's danger. But they say the real word. I just don't know it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what they say, basically.
I'll expect to see reports on the subject as quickly as possible in order for you to excuse this intrusion into my home.
Right, and then, like, we do, like, the establishing shot, and they're like, ma'am, look around. This place is a wreck. Something clearly what happened here. Something went wrong.
Are you making an implication about the condition of my home?
Right, and that was not what they were looking for. And then they're like, no, I'm sorry, we jumped to a conclusion, and that was... So, we're here tracking... And then they look at each other, and there's an exchange of, like, we're not sure how to say this. And if anyone wants to read into that situation or press, they can do so at this moment.
back Irene up.
I've been spotlighting pretty hard right now. If somebody else wants to get the read.
Insight?
I want nothing to do with the cops, so...
Yeah, where are the police at?
I'm in their
Yeah, my
face,
hat's, like,
but
pulled down.
I'll be in the background staring about it. So I feel
like Cecil's pretty good with the cops. I mean, he does the private investigator stuff.
Right, yeah.
So my insight's 25.
Nice, okay, so you got it. So... They want to say, like, we're here tracking a criminal, but that's definitely not what they're doing. So they're here tracking something. And They don't want to tell you what it is, but they do want information out of you. They actually do not think it's here, but they're happy to, like, you know, buffalo their way in and act like they're important to get information. And that's like, you know, they're doing the, like, that high-waisted lean thing where they're like, well, so, you know, what we need to understand is, you know, blah, blah, right? And they've got, like, a map out, and they're asking questions that have nothing to do with this property or whatever happened to Harold, but they're suddenly asking a lot of questions. Yeah, no, they messed with the wrong house.
All right, so I'm busy demanding to see my husband and know that he's okay.
Sure, yeah. I mean, and you know, you're from here, so you know where. Now, granted, it's covered by rain clouds right now, but this is where the medical office is.
Gotcha.
I'll move it ever so slightly.
Okay, right, yeah. They told me that. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, honestly, like, of course, you're still yelling about it.
Yeah, no, I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
Other people are going to need to do the smart things in this scene because I'm too busy being just a whirlwind of fury.
Yeah. So yeah, your notice detects that, like, they have quickly moved past the actual issue here and are now just trying to get something out of you all, or to use a colloquial, y'all.
So if you've already locked this matter down, like, why are you guys still here? Why are you going through Irene's stuff?
So, well, the matter's certainly not locked down. We do not have the perpetrator yet. And in fact, we were hoping to. Now, have you been to the? You've lived here. What's your name?
Dahlia.
Dahlia. Okay, and last name?
Harper.
Okay, and how long have you been in Nowhere?
Been here for the last few years.
And you're would you say you're a teacher of some kind?
A librarian.
Okay, librarian, yes. Do you go to the rail yard very often?
Particularly.
Do you know anything about... You know geography around here, right? You lived here a while?
I'm pretty familiar.
Do you know anything about Lost Lake?
I know that it exists.
Could you help us get there?
Never seen it with my own eyes.
But you know it exists.
Yeah, but nobody knows where.
How's
You
that?
know, it's like one of those town legends.
Ah, okay. So it's not really a place. It's just a thing people talk about.
Well, no, it's got to be a real place if it's talked about.
This isn't even my third or final complaint. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, and you know, like, for the sake of not doing it a million times, like, they're definitely pushing for Lost Lake, and every now and then Rail Yard.
Are you saying the Lost Lake's at the rail yard?
We don't. Oh, hold on. We're just asking questions here. We're trying to understand what happened at this particular
you're
domicile.
asking a lot of questions about the railway and the Lost Lake. Do you know something?
Well, whoever caused this ruckus had to come in from somewhere. Then they had to go somewhere. And I think that might have something to do with... Look, I'm just saying, look... And then they stop before they say, look around. Does anyone want to do anything in particular? Because, Irene, we're getting ready to kind of shunt you off to the medical office unless you don't want to go there. So is anyone else?
The last thing I got to do is I've got to bust up this fucking cloud.
Bust up the... Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Got to get up to the roof. Fire up the cloud burster. So I'm going to head up to the attic, head up to the roof, which is... There's just like a big thing in the middle of the otherwise empty attic that's just covered in a tarp. And I pull the tarp off, and it looks like... Basically, I'm imagining it's like an anti-aircraft gun mixed with a pipe organ.
That's
Nice.
what I imagined.
Yeah, it's a good thing they didn't see that. It's a good thing the tarp was covering it.
Yeah, the tarp is so that you can't see it.
It's a cloaking device.
It's a cloaking device. It's a cloak.
We'll open the roof up and we'll winch that up.
Yeah, sure.
And then we point it at the cloud.
Right, there would definitely be a scene where they're like, what is that? Is that thunder coming in?
No, don't you. Get out, are you still in my house? What are your badge numbers?
Yeah, like, yeah, we'll leave all the information. Don't worry. Okay, so anyway, this Lost Lake. So when did you first hear about it when you started living here, Miss Harper?
I heard from the kids in the library. Like, everybody talks about it. It's real popular for a place nobody's seen.
Yes, we agree. Yeah, we're trying to find it on the maps, but have not had any luck.
Do you? What maps are you using? Do you have some maps?
Yeah, and they'll show you the maps. One of them is like the fold-away gas station one, which is better than like the actual, like, you know, if you don't live here but you have a map of this place, it is not accurate at all. It's also mirrored for some reason.
Does it like have a bunch of things crossed out of where they've been and where they haven't been? I would like to take note of that.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Who is going to help Dahlia with this role so she can get more skill points towards it?
I can help.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my notice.
Yeah. Yeah. So Cecil, whatever half your notice is. The
20.
fucking bird.
Mine is 35.
Nice,
so.
nice. Yeah. So as it turns out, you can see only because of the angle you're in. Because they do have a couple things crossed out. So they've been to the Tavern Green. They've been to the post office, the bowling alley, and Tea's Cafe.
Wait. I wanna cross them off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So they're here. They've been here. They've been down here at Bay Cottage, Bay House Cottages, because that's where they started. They've been to the rail yard, but there's a question mark at the rail yard. And the school also has a question mark, but not... the school has a question mark because there was something over it, and they wrote on it. You know what I mean? Like like the carbon transfer kind of thing.
Okay. Is there a pool at the school? I work there. I would know that. Cool.
Yeah, because they didn't go
And
and
that's all
can't
they-
actually read.
Okay, cool. That's cool to know.
Okay.
Is there any other weird stuff on their map before they like let me stop looking at it?
Nope.
Cool.
Irene, do you want to roll some kind of thing to try and bust these clouds?
Yeah, we'll do no operate heavy machinery skill, tragically.
Yeah.
How about, I guess it would be, let's just default to good old occult, right?
Yeah.
Operating this bizarre piece of...
Yeah, that's fine because it's already built, so it's not you can craft.
Yeah.
If those townsfolk could read, they'd be very upset with you.
Trick is hydrino flow. And then we're gonna fire it off. 17 out of 45.
Wow. Okay, so this is very surprising, and I was hoping I would get to cheat and not let you do this. So you aim your hydro burster at the cloud forms, and you blast them, and you dissipate them. And you know it works because you've done this before, because this machine works despite all logic and science, right? It works. So what is your reaction when I'm not doing this just to fuck with you, but the clouds do come back after you've succeeded in destroying them?
Not normal clouds.
Yes, that's probably a good conclusion.
Yeah, Irene. She mulls that over. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think she just concludes that, like, those are not normal storm clouds. They're some sort of evil wizard clouds. Probably chock-a-block full of dark ray energy.
Probably. These are not normal clowns.
The reptoids do hate and fear the sun, so makes sense that they would make big clouds. That's just science, kids.
They're cumulostratus clouds.
If the clouds are over there and the reptoids are hiding in the clouds and the clouds are covering the medical officers and your dudes at the medical offices.
My God.
Alright, well, I guess we gotta hustle then. I'll throw the tarp back over the cloudburster and roll it back down. Alright, cool. And I'll head back downstairs to where everyone else is.
Okay. Does anyone else want a scene, a question, or an interaction here? Car capacity? I'm sorry, what?
What's my bird up to?
Oh yeah, how's Muscle Bird?
Big strong!
Irene has to have bird food here. It's
Yeah.
a house of many animals.
There is no universe, no conceivable universe where there is not bird feed here.
Even if she doesn't have birds, she has bird feed.
Oh yeah, no, there's like a whole... I just open a closet and it's just full of like bird feeders. Like entire full bird feeders.
Alright, I'm gonna steal a bag, like half a bag of one of your bird foods and put it in my craft bag.
Perfect.
And give some to my bird.
Okay. Sorry.
I
Also,
live near the medical office, so that's good because I can drop my bird off at the apartment.
I think Harold honestly probably just eats a lot of fucking sunflower seeds too. They might just be for him.
I actually like that. It's not even weird. It's just Harold likes sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, cool.
Pretty get the mixed seed bags.
So where is the group headed then? It's about 5:15 p.m.
So I want to go to the medical office, but I know that Cecil wants to check out the where was the location you were trying to get to for gnome things?
Oh, that's not until 7 p.m. over at the Westway Diner.
Oh, okay, well that's sort of good because that's like on the way, right? We can go bup.
Correct.
Yeah. So like you're there. Oops. Medical office is here, and I live near the medical office, so I could stop there while you're fitting your dude. But I gotta get up here to do the blimp. There's Zeppelin, air thing.
Air thing.
Yeah. I think we'll probably end up doing that last.
I mean, it's gonna take him a while to get here.
Yeah. He's got to fly a whole dang Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that he's not even in this plane of existence, or it's possible he's hovering above you, just invisibly waiting.
The whole time because it's taking forever.
Yeah, could go either way.
That's how you know we're in an alternate history, is the presence of Zeppelins.
Okay, so medical office then is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Okay. I actually get to update my my moves because we have done 3 scenes now. So this is the 3rd, which is exciting. There is so everybody roll a D100. Low roll wins.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Ooh. Who's missing? Oh, what's up?
Okay, so Bevel, you get the low roll.
What do we win?
Oh, actually, Val beat you. Sorry. You hate to see it. So,
Alright,
yeah, so Val and Bevel get to answer the phone. Well, I guess you don't have to answer the phone, but so as you're walking from the Garvins, Chez Garvin, or however it's pronounced. God, there's no road there. I guess it's this. At some point between the junk car king and the full cart, you can hear a telephone ringing. Not your phone, in fact, but an old payphone. A series of 4 of them.
Okay.
And it jars you out of whatever reverie you're in, as you're like, what? Not expecting it. An antiquated technology.
Okay. Yeah, I come on over and pick it up.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, and it's a dead tune. Just just the dial like right.
Wow, that was kind of antic. Yeah, okay.
And then a different one rings.
I go over to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
High or low?
Low.
Ooh, you got it. Look at that. I thought I was going to get to bouncing around a couple times. That was going to be very exciting for me. Okay. So, on the other side of this phone, hold on. I have a choice between two things, and I want to see which one is more fitting for Bevel. Okay. They quickly they do not clarify like who they are or who they are speaking to, right? As they're like, take this down. Are you ready? 514-666-8933.
Okay.
I need you to call me back. I'm gonna need you to call me back soon, okay? And then you're gonna have to go down to the gas station, okay? In the bathroom, second stall, the package. It's inside the toilet paper dispenser. And then it clicks.
Okay. Interesting.
Now, who got the high roll there?
Cecil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you even stop? Did you even hear the phone ring, or are you still continuing to walk, excited that you're heading towards the rain clouds?
I don't know. I feel like we were all kind of walking together, and I don't trust this snaky dude one bit. He's doing some crazy drug deals.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you are being a little suspicious?
Yeah.
Okay. The phone rings, and he grabs it, and you're looking around, and you can see just the other side, because you guys are like somewhere between here and here, right? On the far side, I'm gonna draw it. Dang, that was loud. On the far side over here, there is a school bus. It's painted all white. And every single seat, including the driver's seat, there is a mime.
Oh no!
Oh no!
They are all looking. They're all watching Bevel answer the phone, right? And now you wouldn't know. He doesn't know. We as the audience see when he grabs the phone, they all pantomime hanging up a phone, and it goes dead on his end.
Oh, I don't like this.
Guy.
And then they grab it, and they...
And
then it rings again.
Don't pick that up.
And he picks it up.
Yeah?
And they're all like... And then they click again.
Amazing.
I'm gonna say Dahlia didn't notice this.
Yeah, that's a scene for the high and the low.
I'm just moseying on over to the medical offices.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, always school bus full of mimes, writing that down in the notebook.
Feverishly. They were actually first seen in one of my Unknown Armies games.
Ooh.
But no one in this game or watching is here, so no one can spoil it.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think of something I want to see in an Unknown Armies game less than a fucking alt-white band full of mimes. Maybe I go to the bathroom and there's a velociraptor in there, but like it's close.
Okay. Yes. And sorry, we'll move on from this scene, but to clarify for Ian, there is a recurring mime bus in my in my games, in my modern horror games. Okay. Medical offices. Unless any of you have a thing in particular, they are obviously not going to refuse Irene access to her husband. This is pre-COVID times. There's no going into medical offices alone. There's no masks.
Get away from each other.
Yeah, you're allowed to go outside. You're allowed to have fun. You're allowed to smile.
Hand sanitizer, like fire hoses.
Right, yeah, they don't just blast you with gamma radiation every time you walk into a room.
I'm gonna ask Irene if she minds if I actually stop by my apartment.
Oh, no. I appreciate everyone following me around on these errands. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be such a busybody, but today has been quite the day. Alright, and then I'm gonna go see my husband.
Yeah.
I need to make sure he hasn't been replaced by a fucking reptoid.
Yeah. So I did not decide, because I didn't think that was interesting. I'm more interested in either, if you are like, I definitely want blank, or if we're rolling for it. So what is your preference?
I kind of wanted to roll for it. I had an idea for a scene where I would ask him some deeply technical question about some piece of nonsense, and he'd be like, "The hell are you talking about, woman?" And I'd be like, "Okay, you're the real you."
Yeah, good. It's you. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. Yeah.
God.
No, I actually love that. I'm all about that.
All right, cool.
Does anyone go up with you, or do you allow or disallow anyone going up?
I'm gonna hold off because I'm worried that he might actually be a reptoid, in which case he might try to suck your organ energy out of your body, or drink your DNA, or transport you to the star Draconis. That'd be really bad. Hit you with a real energy blast. Mm-hmm. That's very deadly.
Yeah. Do we see Irene preparing for that in any way? Does she like put on the sharp rings? Does she like have a lead pipe that comes inexplicably from nowhere?
Oh yeah, there's definitely let me see, I've got just the thing. Mm-hmm. Right here. It's a tire iron with a bunch of nails taped to it.
Neatly, but still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, I like that. Is anyone else doing anything in particular?
I'm going to my apartment.
Oh, I'm checking out the vending machine for dinner since I'm not going to be allowed to order anything at the Westway Diner.
Sure.
Scarecrow is following Dahlia because it's very interested in this bird and the changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It still doesn't have any big human legs. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, as often as it can, it has its face like pressed against the cage, just watching.
Right. Yeah. I think the bird has probably pulled some of your straw out. Is that bad or is that fine?
I'm okay with the scarecrow carrying the bird if it wants. It's in a cage. Okay. We're friends.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, that's good. They're friends. Okay. Yeah. So Irene Garvin. This would be like. The bird is, of course, higher level than the rest of the party. Irene Garvin, this is like what is the music that's playing as you like go? Because this is shot action movie style. You know what I mean? We've got like low profile to the ground. Everything's got like that sterile blue like filter over the top of it, right? And the music is like very very close to us and kind of like omnipresent as you're going to the elevator.
It's just like creepy violin, like long notes. Like, it's very, like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just doing all that nonsense.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, and they send you up to the medical complex, and of course, not at all practical, but you don't see anyone on your way, in and to him, right? The door is just cracked a little bit, and he's like, because we need it to be ambiguous, right? He's just like seated up perfectly straight, right? Like up in bed. The bed and the thing are not like ratcheted up or anything. He is just at a like perfect 90-degree angle. Yeah, right. And he's just staring at the door, waiting for you to come in.
Harry. That's not my voice.
It's like reptoids.
Harry.
Harry, I hear you've been getting into something of a ruckus. Are you all right? I came as fast as I could.
Now, I will say we're going to roll to discover if it's him or not at the end of your 1 to 5 questions. Do you anticipate a voice for him, or would you like me to... Am I doing the thing?
Yeah, you're doing it.
Okay, yeah. He's just like... I can probably get away. They hurt my back.
Oh, don't worry, Harry. I got their badge numbers, and I really gave them what for.
You get the standard badge. You got one of them special cans.
Oh, don't worry. I took a rubbing. Many photographs. Listen. The washing machine in the living room.
And the strange device.
Yes. Did you remember before I left to put it onto the double time setting? It is Thursday.
And he turns, right? And he stands up.
And then?
And then he just sits back down. He says nothing.
Okay. Well, that's alright if you didn't. How about, did you remember to, water the positron reactor?
Because a positron can't... No, use the hydrofoils for the big one upstairs.
Right.
Or did I get that miss?
What was it, on the A or the B side?
Do you spritz it with the cat?
Yes, exactly. Wonderful.
Meanwhile, Irene's like, shit, he never remembers any of this shit.
Okay.
Is he just panicking and trying to answer the questions?
Right, yeah.
Actually know things and therefore couldn't be Harold.
All right, what do you think? One more question?
Yeah, one more question.
Okay.
Harold,
This is for all the marbles.
Harold, I've got some of your favorite snack here. I've got some cashews for you.
Is it 50-50?
Well, we established that he eats sunflower seeds.
Right, but I don't know and you don't know if it's him, so I have to roll now.
Oh, yeah, sure. I think it's 50-50. Like,
Okay.
Hit me up.
High him or low him?
Hi him.
He's like, goody. Thank you, wife.
So I know we'd established that this was not a high violence setting.
Right.
I do have a tire iron covered in nails here. Heart wants what the heart wants.
That's the way.
Yeah. So the way in which I like to frame something like this. So this is good because this is 3 sessions and we haven't done it right.
Yeah.
My thought is, anytime there would be violence, it is in fact right. Like you go to do the thing. And he's like, I try and get away. And you're like, I don't let him get away, right? So it becomes less about, like, I bash his brains into the baseball bat is what I do. And, like, you keep him in the room and keep him from getting away until, for some reason, you know, like, the orderlies restrain him or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We start with a big dust cloud. Like, I jump on him and enter a big dust cloud.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so I have stats for Reptoids.
Oh, no.
And you have Irene Garvin stats, but you're all alone.
That is true.
Oh, no.
So let's go ahead and do the thing, shall we?
Let's scrap it.
Let's scrap it. I didn't even look. I just started doing that. I'm so glad you were too.
Irene will fight 1,000 cops and a Reptoid. All in the
Hey,
same.
you better behave back there. The cats are fighting too. Oh my goodness. Well, I hit my number.
Alright, so what skill am I using?
There should be an athletics of some kind.
Ah, yes. Gotcha.
Unless you have a different thing.
No, we'll start with athletics.
Yeah.
That's a success.
Nice.
14
Okay.
to 30.
Okay. So yeah. We were not going to solve this in just one roll either way. So I think that we're pretty comparable right now. So I think that we still have 2 more checks at least.
Gotcha.
So is there any sort of strategery that you're thinking of doing here? Do you want to change up the situation? Do you call for help or?
Yeah, I'm gonna call for help because I'm trying to get the rest of the party to assist me in apprehending this foul doppelganger.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So who are you calling for? Who gets there just in time?
Cecil, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a giant statue man, correct? You're made out of literal goddamn rocks.
I mean, kind of. But he's also not that athletic.
That's fair.
But he is a goddamn rock.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, if I can only pick one person, I think I'm gonna. That's who I guess Irene would default to.
Okay. Yeah. So what brought you up there, Cecil? For some reason, you were coming up the elevator, or you were hanging out on the stairs, and you happen to hear the scrap, and it draws you in, or you hear Irene's, yelping.
Cecil was, looking for a vending machine and stuff. So he was like,
"Oh, look at that! We even covered that. That's so good."
Going through.
Okay. Yeah. So you run in. Who has the higher skill?
I would assume Irene does. Maybe.
Is it athletics? I have a 30 athletics.
Yeah, I got a 25 for that.
Okay. So you get to add 12.5 to your roll, and I will repeat.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Botchamania.
Yeah, so two failures. All right, so the next one's gonna take it all. Describe for me what the two of you are doing as we kind of come to our crescendo.
I imagine I'm trying. I do a thing where I grab him, but then he just jumps out of his fucking. Tell me if this is too much, but he just literally just his horrible chameleon self just jumps out of his skin basically.
That's exactly the right amount.
And he's just whacked up against the ceiling.
Right. He licks his own eyeball and he scuttles away. What is it, Randall from Monsters Inc.
Perfect.
Your husband's a reptoid?
He wasn't what I left this morning.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make your roll. I'll do the same as he makes one last desperate plea to just break through the wall and get out of here, tunneling up through the ceiling. Okay. Okay.
Ooh. All right.
Oh! Harold Reptoid out the top of the medical office, gone. Nothing but the shed skin of his previously human form and a medical bracelet declaring him, to be allergic to latex or something. Oh, get the F out of here, you crapping.
Wait, is that a thing?
Dang old. Uh-huh.
What is this? These guys seem to.
Yeah, they.
I'm sorry.
They have spoken.
Your fans have done a thing. Okay. So we both succeeded. So I think that we have to. Okay. Can anyone think of a good tie middle ground, or do we need to do another round of combat? Because I will not invalidate Cryptic Catalysm's points here.
Maybe it escaped downstairs and now it's in the midst of everybody. I'm free, and then it's surrounded by all of the rest of y'all.
Sure, that's pretty good. That also lends some credence to. I mean, you're all a party of freaking weirdos, but everyone would be like, "Oh, whoa, reptoids!" Yeah. My sister is also allergic to latex. That's why you draw on what you know.
The only other person down there is Beeble.
Hello.
That's true, actually.
No.
That's true. Cryptic Catalysm. How do you feel about that tiebreaker there, where it, instead of tunneling out in a way, it tunneled down, which got it away from the situation, but not away from the party? Is that amenable to your 3,000 points? Make it so. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So tunneling straight down through, probably only like 3 or 4 floors. It plops onto the ground, tries to shape change into chameleon skin into the pale blue linoleum, but like somebody's rolling out carpet, like the guy that comes to do the cleaning, like throws a carpet and it just like lumps over the top of it, so it's just like, and very very clearly not floor. So Irene and Cecil are running down the stairs or the elevator. Bevel, you're staring at a reptoid that just tunneled its way down through the building.
Is it just me?
Yeah.
Where's Scarecrow right now?
Hanging out with a bird at Dahlia's house.
Oh shit, yeah. Because I want to unleash the bird on it.
If ever there was somebody who needed a friend, it's this foul fucking reptoid.
So
he's not wrong.
I think Bevel takes a look at this lizard, and the snakes under his hat go a little crazy. They haven't been fed in a while.
Oh.
We fed them the spiders, right? But
Yeah.
this is a much tastier treat.
Yikesies.
Yeah, and he's just gonna pull off his hat, and the snakes are gonna attempt to eat it.
I like it. I think that's probably a strange, truthfully.
Yeah, probably.
Like I think that's a strange.
Their jaws do that unhinged.
Oh, what's up?
All right, I'm gonna roll to try and escape, but I'm not gonna do the athletics. Let me double check the character sheet real quick.
What happens if your snakehead swallows it? Where's their stomachs?
That's a good question.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Need a bigger hat.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one, Ian.
Okay, so as you kind of like scary your way up to it, and we would do like the courage style, the animation where suddenly everything's like super realistic, right? Oh god, sorry, cat hair. It's pressed up against the wall, and you're like scaring it into the elevator, and that's where Irene and Cecil come down. Because you had more. I mean, we don't usually count successes, but like you guys are still keeping it on the ropes. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking of Ramses. So all 3 of you have it kind of pinned. It's panicking. The last person to kind of like get it locked away or captured, or right, the cops showed up. Like what is the scenario that finally ends this thing?
All right, I think we look to the I'm looking at the thing, then I look slightly to the hospital wall, and there's just a glass emergency case that says in case of reptoids break glass, and it's just a big butterfly net.
That's so courage too. I love it.
Like, we get him in the net.
Okay, I actually like that. I don't even want to roll. Like it is captured. I don't know what the heck you're gonna do with it, but it is definitely captured.
He's gonna lead us back to his dark masters, obviously.
Yeah, and I think when people show up, Bevel quickly puts his hat on and is maybe slightly embarrassed. Because he was getting pretty animalistic there for a second.
Yeah. I mean, they're also super pissed because they're hungry.
Yeah, no, the hat's shaking and stuff.
Yeah. Does he apologize? He's like, "Excuse me, I haven't eaten." Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I want to cut to Dahlia and the Scarecrow at Dahlia's house. So just tell us a little about Dahlia's house.
So it's a small apartment. It's literally there's the front room / kitchen / eating space in a not very big area, and then it breaks off into or that's where like the front door opens into, and then there's like a small hallway that leads to a bedroom on one side, a bathroom on the other, and then in the bedroom there's a small closet.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the scarecrow and the bird in the main space, and I'm gonna go to my bedroom. And I'm actually gonna go into the closet, and from my craft bag, I'm gonna pull out the telescope to speak with the space whales. Yeah, I'll power that up.
Yeah. So, what do you roll when you consult with the? You got your weird little kaleidoscope.
Yeah, I got the kaleidoscope. I'm gonna roll computers because it's like
Sure. Yeah. It's basically dial up.
Yeah. And I get it.
Okay. So you can see them, and I imagine this. I don't remember if we talked about it. I liked envisioning them like kind of behind, like this very sheer curtain with like that faux glass look, right? So like when you can see the whites of their eyes, they're actually very close to penetrating into this universe.
Yeah.
And right now they have a very similar, lumens to the teeth of the investors in the Hopscotch building, as they are getting very close to getting into this world. And they, would probably make suitable whale noises that I shall not attempt to replicate here, and greet you fondly. In fact, a little even over-eager.
I'm kind of like, hey, how's it going, guys?
Right, and they're like, did I have a voice for them? I don't remember.
I just know that their attitude was like, man, she talks to us all the time.
Yeah, they were very dismissive of you, but I don't remember if the whales had anything, like a particular cadence or anything.
They did have a voice. It was like, I don't know, deeper or something, and space whaley sounding.
Fuck. I don't remember it. And I didn't watch the clip before then. Pretend I'm using the right voice, as they're just like, hello, Dahlia.
It wasn't that.
I know, but I don't remember what it was.
Neither do I, but it wasn't that.
Oh, they definitely...
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
That was like definitely some of it.
They spoke in their weird language, and it translated to what they weren't really saying because they were being really rude. Yeah. But I didn't hear that.
I do remember that, but I don't know how I would have replicated that unless I literally just talked like a human.
Yeah. So I have a funny story. Found out my uncle is still alive from the war that I told you about, and he doesn't trust you guys.
And the response is, well, we're very trusty.
Yeah, but like, why?
Don't look into it.
Yeah, he said that, like, he didn't really...
Because.
Yeah, my uncle seemed, like, really scared and, like, really against interacting with you. Like, he didn't have a whole lot to tell me, but, like, like, he's my uncle. I'm a little bit more inclined to believe him.
What is your uncle's name? Have we met him? Yeah, are we friends, Dahlia? More chutzpah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if have you met anyone else on Earth before? Like, you never told me you talked to anybody else.
No, of course not. And both of them. No, of course, no. No.
Well, then why would you ask if he knows you?
Because...
Why do you want to come back to Earth?
We wanted to hang out with you.
But you guys never, like, you guys always, it always felt like you guys thought I was annoying before.
No! We're excited to come see you.
I think we need to, like, get some distance here and not talk for a while.
And they've probably only done this one other time. Yeah, are you breaking up with me? To show you that they needed your help, where they both ram the spectral wall that is protected nowhere and by extension the world.
Like they just they bumped it.
Yeah, they just.
Like, I don't think you guys are being very honest with me, and it's need to figure some things out.
Hold on, I gotta look at your character sheet really quick.
Suspicious.
What's that?
Suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, so you have been suspecting for a while that they were talking to someone else. Do you want to press that at all?
Yeah. I mean, they're acting like other people should are knowing about them, but then telling me they don't know. Like, they're not talking to anybody else. And of course, that's going to make me think they are talking to somebody else. Because then, why would they allude to that?
Right. Okay. I also want you to roll against occult, which is 20. Your occult is 20.
It's real bad. Oh, that equals 100, right? I did good. 80 plus 20.
Well, sure. Let's go with that. Yeah, so you don't understand the entire implication. They forcibly sever the connection, and as they are, as they are kind of pushing you away, they're like, and you hear them, fully and completely. There is no filter, there is no guile to their conversation now, as and someday we'll go back and actually hear what they were supposed to talk like, but they're just like, you can't stop us now, Dahlia. We've worked too hard and too long. Your efforts, all of their efforts, our agents in the field will bring us home. And then it's the same dial tone that we heard from the phones, just a dee 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 dee
from the mic.
dee 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 dee.
Cool.
Yeah.
So instead of putting it back in my bag, I'm actually gonna break it apart a little bit, because it was taped together. Yeah.
Those are some good responses. Those are some really good responses. They broke up with you. You didn't break up with them, and damn, your parents fucking suck ass.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back out and see what the scarecrow's doing with my bird.
I'm picturing the door open, and it's pressing its face against it, so it's got this little square sticking
Oh no, it's going in for the bird.
Pretty bird, be my friend.
I like that a lot. And the bird is as far away on its little perch as it possibly can, and it's just not looking.
But it's got regular feet instead of bird feet, because it's just he's swole.
Oh no, he's just got one big ugly foot. And it's not balanced very well on the thing, and it's just I hate everything that's happened to me. I'm uncomfortable. I am definitely scared. I'm turning into a human or something.
Okay. Hey, Scarecrow, we should go back and check on Dahlia and them. We should just leave the bird here. It's had a rough day.
Okay.
Just like you look at it and it's all like, you can come back and visit it.
Scarecrow pulls it away and it's like a stretch and then snaps back.
What's that? What stretches and
The
snaps?
place.
It's
Inside the cage.
Nice.
make sure the cage door is locked.
Right. Okay. Okay, I guess. All right, one last call. Did anyone want to hit a particular scene or conversation before we kind of go into our final cliffhanger for the night?
I want the next thing we explore to possibly be that bathroom that I was told to explore, but I don't think we should necessarily jump into that tonight. I just want to make a note of that.
Sure. Did you find where the gas station is?
How would I attempt to find where the gas station is?
Well, everything that exists is on the map, and someone clicked it for you.
And it says gas.
Yeah.
There's only one
Gas?
gas station in town. I will need to go land my uncle's flying balloon, and then I'm gonna need to go back to the school.
Did you just never return from your lunch break?
Yeah, I gotta go find myself out officially for the day and take care of some things. But of course not today.
Okay. So then our final scene, because I took it a little late, because I wanted to have the fun of the phone booth. Our final scene will be the two GM actions. The first are Mr. Cardholder and Mr. Strawberry walking from Irene Garvin's house and Harold's house, if it is really Harold. So we find them kind of crossing between like two houses in an empty lot, right, and overlanding it towards the rail yard up here, and they're both like, lady wasn't very helpful at all. No, none of them were. None of this town. Yeah, they're hiding something. Well, they confirmed our suspicions. The Lost Lake, definitely an issue. Definitely something going on there. Gonna find it.
Ooh, I am gonna get these fucking time as a flat circle ass motherfuckers.
I like that because I definitely wanted to work that quote in somehow, and I just hadn't figured it out yet. The second one is, so currently we know the two kids were replaced by reptoids. Did we see anyone else get replaced? Obviously Harold was, but that wasn't, I don't think that was seen off camera.
No, we saw them hassling, but it was ambiguous. We didn't know.
You saw what?
Well, we saw him get attacked by reptoids, but it was ambiguous about whether or not he'd been swapped.
Right. Okay.
We only know about the two kids.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna do a different one. We do an establishing shot here at the State Theater, the Megaplex 8. Right. We just kind of establish, and then we quickly cut into the doors, where at first you think it's a statue standing up on stage, illuminated by a single light. Except then it turns to look effectively at the camera, although it's not looking at a camera, right? This is just for our purposes. And it has two gigantic compound bug eyes, right? Like flies' eyes, taking up almost the whole of its face. No hair, no nose, just a mouth underneath it. And then two sets of, semi-luminous wings flash out from either side of it. And it bends down and holds two ends of a cord, right? And plugs them in, and then all of the rest of the lights light up across the stage and then down the center walkway, and they just begin arcing electricity back and forth across of them. And the scene ends with the whale's, cry and theme playing.
Can you make that?
Off man's in on it.
What's that?
Can you make that cry for us, please?
I feel like we only have a few viewers left this late in the game, and I don't want to lose them on a bad note.
Just feel like it'd be more immersed if we had to cry.
Yeah. Let me close my eyes. Take me there.
Yeah. Close your eyes and imagine there are spiders everywhere.
God damn no!
Yeah, it's something just like. I don't know what whales sound like. I have seen a whale actually. I've gone on several whale watches, but they don't talk. They just flop. They
make splashing noises.
Yeah, they waggle their little tails.
No, they use sonar, and it's like.
Yeah, I don't think they use sonar.
Whales sing songs. It's like a whole
They
thing.
do make noise though.
They do sing songs.
They do sing songs. Maybe it's echolocation, but I don't think it's sonar. At any rate.
Didn't you ever hear the story about the lonely whale?
Yes, it's very sad. I don't want to end it on a sad note. I want to end it on a cool, suspenseful note with a creepy bug man.
So going back to the suspenseful, creepy bug man, he's lighting this thing, and there's arcing things, and we're just hearing the whales, right? We're not seeing the whales.
Not yet, but you hear a poof, right, as they're bumping up against the ethereal curtain. Yeah.
Get away from the curtain.
And scene. That is session 3 of whale time of Courage the Cowardly One Shot on the Electric Dice Podcast. Thanks y'all for playing, chat. Thank you for hanging out with us. It was a huge turnout. It's super great to have all of you, even if you were making fun of my creepy investors, calling them a gaggle or an insult of Karens or whatever it was.
They're the gentlemen.
They are the gentlemen.
Vote on your not Cthulhu name.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. There's 7 or 8 good Cthulhu names out there, so we need to pick one.
But not Cthulhu.
Yeah, because that is copyrighted, and I don't think we can use that one.
Yeah, we're not using it.
Does anybody have anything they want to plug?
Check out the comic that I did.
Drop it in chat.
Give it. We need to win our contest. Fucking like it. Don't.
Whoa!
Really good. I highly encourage you to read it. Don't go off of Mike's words alone. It's a little aggressive, but it's good. And the 3rd episode's really good. And if you read it and want to talk about it, I got some words.
Yeah.
Also, check back next week.
That's true.
Yes.
This time next week, we'll be back adventuring through Greyhawk to Ravenloft, the City of Gold, Curse of Strahd, something else, where maybe we'll make Tiny Gnome sad.
Tiny Gnome is always sad.
Are we able to secret, or is that a time for another podcast?
We can say that at some point in the near future we will be playing Zweihander on the Zweihander channel, but we cannot definitively confirm a date yet.
TBD.
Yes, where not 1, not 2, but 3 halflings will cause a lot of problems.
Well, I'm like half a halfling at this point, because I'm also like half rat witch.
2 1/2 halflings. Okay, cool. Chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Everybody, thank you for playing. Hopefully you're still having fun in Nowhere. And we'll be back at it. Games next week and then the week after that.
All
right.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.
2 1/2. Yeah. As is tradition, closing it with an ad.
Bye.
Yeah, make that money.
That's right.
Isn't 2 1/2?
Yeah, it makes money. 2.5. It's 2.5 men, but it's 2.5 halflings.
All right.
I want to play as one of these mysterious lings.
Yeah.
Yes, these cryptic and dangerous creatures.
Do we have our full... Man, these ads are weird.
What was that one? Yeah, it's definitely a quarterling.
So this one's Crossing Swords, and it's about little like this pop Lego wood people, and looks all like medieval, but try and also be funny. And
I'm funny. Is there anybody streaming right now? Should we raid anybody?
oh,
I don't think so.
let's see.
Zweihander's on.
Is Zweihander on?
Are you streaming? Post.
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
I can't even see him. A Ling is a being so powerful. Hold on, let me check. This is thrilling content right near the end of our stream.
This is good.
Yeah, we can raid Zweihander. Give him the love.
Nice.
Is it Zweihander RPG? Yeah, it's Zweihander RPG. Okay. 2 viewers are ready. I wonder how it decides. Oh, it's sending. Okay, yeah, it's sending everybody. Unless they opt out, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you can opt out, and sometimes it's just like you get record going.
Yeah, I saw one where it was you don't. I mean, it's your call. If you raid, you get channel points here, which is cool. And then you can spam.
Yeah, if you click leave, it takes you out of the queue to join.
Yeah. What allows you to raid? You leave. You stay in, and I will raid now. So we're doing it, and go. Bye.
Hey.
Raid.
The thing that really makes it weird, in my opinion, is like where and when I end the stream.